Hello friends, so today we'll be starting the GameMaker Studio 2.3 update. It is actually in beta, so you'll have to enable the beta update. There is download the beta update from Yo-Yo Games website if you want this. And for this, I'll be opening the project that I have named Trial 2.3. It is just a project that I have just created from new. I have not changed anything in the project. This one I have specifically I'll be using for the tutorial. So there is a new feature struct, and if I want I can tell you about how the lightweight objects work, how the new functions thing work, but what I'll be doing is I'll not be taking you in that way. I'll rather be making a complete game using these new features so that the things will be much more clearer. Then if you learn bits by bits, like you will be learning it through implementation, so it will be easier for you to grasp and use in your code. Actually, okay, I will be drawing and making everything from scratch. So right now I'll just be creating 2 sprites or maybe 4 or 5 sprites, and that will be a quick process, maybe another 2-3 minutes. So where I'll go, okay, here sprites are. Actually these are all deletable folders. Like I don't want timeline, I'll just press delete. It will ask me whether you want to delete timelines, and I can say yes. I can create another folder named, sorry, I can create another group. Okay, there is some problem. Yeah, okay, create a group. No, not this way. Okay, there are some bugs in this build. So okay, if I'm deleting it, and I think I will be able to create a new group. Yes, and I can name it timeline. And the thing is that I deleted the timeline folder, I recreated it, and in this GameMaker update, after this GameMaker update, you can add any kind of asset. Like in the same folder, in the same group, I can add an object. In the same group I can add a sprite. But for the sake of convenience, we will be putting all the sprites into the sprite folder. Right now we'll be requiring a couple of them, or maybe 4 or 5. So here we go and create a sprite. Yes, so the sprite size will be 32. I'll not be creating a large sprite. And yeah, some things are new. I have not seen this the sprite editor. I am just opening recently. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just take a cube for now, but yes, I will also animate it so that it will be easier for you to understand it fully. Okay, this is a sprite, and then I'll make its feet. I'll make its feet the same color. What I'll do is I'll just put 3 frames, and this, then this, no, this, and then this. So what I'll do is I'll make the back feet a little darker so that it will be easier to notice. This is just something cosmetic, and we'll soon be diving into the coding part. Okay, the leg has to be a bit thin. Okay, I think we're nice to go. Sorry, I didn't make the eyes. It will look a bit more lively if I make eyes, and I'll make black eyes. We will make it a little cartoony. Okay, here we go. Okay, No, not the same position. What I'll do is I'll just copy this and paste this. Sorry for the hassle. I didn't know what to do, so I went this way. Okay. And so friends, I was actually pretty excited when I saw this feature. They sent me an email saying that it is now open for everyone to try. So I didn't know it was in closed beta. Okay, how do I do this? Yeah, okay. Oh, this is looking much better. Okay, I guess there's a good character. Yeah, so we'll continue with it. It is SPR player, and then I will create an enemy. Oh, Alt insert is not working. I'll just duplicate it like this, Control D. Okay, I will change the color of the enemy. I will make it orange, or yeah, this one will be a good color. And then I will make its feet a bit darker color than this. I guess this will look better. I'll have to do this for the other player as well. Okay, so this is the color. I'll just have to take this and paint it with this color. Oh no, I'll take the line. It's more flexible and easier to operate. Okay, so what we are sitting here for is we will be using the new features of GameMaker 2.3. I have already given it a go and they are pretty good, but there are some bugs right now. So if you're working on some project and want to use GameMaker 2.3 for taking forward that project, I don't recommend it. We will be making just a couple of platform sprites. Okay, here sprite is SPRPLATFORM 00. Yes, and I'll give it a length of width of 120 and a height of 32. No, maybe I'll increase this to 144. Yes, and then I will simply fill it with a color. And okay, not this, maybe the character is green, so I will make it okay, and I will make its top a bit lighter and the bottom a bit darker. So here we go, we have our platform perfectly tileable. I won't be using very fancy things, just yeah, and then I will make its bottom a bit darker. Oh, not the line selected. I'll select the line and place a line here. Yes, so we have our platform ready. I guess there is no, this is perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and we'll place these objects in the okay, we'll not have multiple layers right now. I think we are, or yes, we will be fine to go with just one layer. Oh, I have not created the objects, that's a mistake. Yeah, so obj object player, and I'll put the sprite, and then object enemy. I'll place the sprite and then object platform, and I'll give it a sprite. Yeah, so we are good to go. Now place the platform here. Oh, I think I created an asset layer. I have to take the objects. Actually in GameMaker 2, prior to this, I think the objects were lower than the sprite, so by mistake I'm always pulling the sprite into the screen, but no problem. I'll get used to it, I'm sure, and you will also. Okay, so these are the platforms. I'll make the screen a bit smaller. I normally prefer doing it in 640 and 360. Yeah, that's good to go. Maybe this oh no, not small. I'll make it big, and this will match our platform size. Yeah, I have placed platforms. Yes, let it go out of the screen. Then something to climb onto. We will place a pickup. Okay, so now we will be making a simple game where there will be a player. Oh, I don't know why two are placed. Okay, and then there will be an enemy. I should place it here. Okay, I'll place it here and then here. Okay, and then I will make a pickup. Sorry, I have not drawn it. I'll draw it very quickly. I will make another sprite. It will be very small, some tiny one maybe. The width will be like 8 and the height will be like 20. I guess I'll be good to go like that. Yeah, okay, this good. And what I'll do is I will create yeah, so I will be basically putting a cork onto it. That's my intention right now. Let it be some random color. Okay, then I'll be filling it with not blood. This is not blood. This is rather, what do you call that? Yeah, this is the health potion. Yes, this is looking good. Now I will just trim it. You have to go to the image and then auto trim all frames. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. SPR. Here is the health potion that we'll be picking up. Now what I'll do is I'll go into the object and create an object. There is someone at my door. Yeah, so we'll be creating an object, obj. Now my intention with this game is to use as many as the new functions of GameMaker, so you will be confident in using it. So what I'll do is I'll put the health potion. Our purpose in the game is just one, to pick up the health potion, and then the game will end. If both the health potions are picked up, then I think I'll not be creating a camera right now, because we don't have to create a game, we have to see the functionality of this game. So what I'll do is, first of all, I will be creating the movement script of the player. So here I am using a struct. Earlier I used movex and movey. Now I'll just be creating move, and this has px is equal px 0 comma, here I have to put a comma, and then py 0. Yes. So now what this will do is it will create a variable named move, and then there will be sub variables inside the move that are px and py. You just remember this structure will come back, means we'll be using it right now. So I have created move, and then they have their own variables px and py. So I can reference them using move.px and move.py. So now here if okay, I can even create another one. Move key is equal to, now I can create some variables here, sub variables. Now this is another struct, move key is another struct, and I'll be creating two variables in this. One will be left is equal to, I will be giving it ord and a, sorry, I'll have to put it inside, and then I is equal to ord b. Yes. Now I'll put another thing is equal to vk. Yes. So make sure you understand this. This is move key, a struct that I have created, and what this does is this is a group of sub variables, and this will work in the same way like if I'm writing usually I used to write like this, but now since we have these data structures, lightweight objects, I can create like this and then reference them like move key dot l, and this will always return me orda. Okay, sorry. So this is giving error because I have put a semicolon instead of a comma. Here we have to add comma, and the last element will not have any comma, or maybe I can even put there. Okay, so move key is equal to, oh okay, and this one goes with a colon, not a is equal to. I think now it will not be angry on me. Yes, so we'll move ahead and we will be using these structs now. If move key dot, so basically this move key dot left is orda, so it is same as putting orda in here. So keyboard check, so this is a continuous type, so I'll not be putting keyboard check pressed, rather I'll be using keyboard check. Then x plus is equal to, okay, I'll be showing you another thing here since we have chance. Okay, now reset is equal to function px is equal to 0, py is equal to 0. Okay, so this is a function, and just a minute. Let okay, is this still angry on me? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. All the members variables of a struct have to be initialized like this using colons, not is equal to. This is something they have derived from languages like Lua. Lua also supports this kind of colons. I don't exactly remember where, but yeah, there are. This is not unique to GameMaker language. Rather, it is there in some. It has been previously used by some other languages. Okay, so I guess this is clear. So this is a function. So whenever I call reset with parenthesis, then these will be set to 0. Okay, so before the move steps, what I'll do is move is the name of the struct. Yes, move dot reset, and with the parenthesis. Otherwise, if I don't give the parenthesis here, it will return the function pointer, so I can assign it to another variable. But right now I have to use it as a function call, so I'm putting the parenthesis. Now if keyboard check move key left dot px is equal to -1. Now I'll just copy paste it to save time. Else if keyboard check move space move key right, then it will be move.px is equal to 1. Okay, now I'll be applying this move here. It is normal, as you must have expected. It is just x plus is equal to y plus is equal to. Okay, there is one more thing I can do here. I can even create a function named apply movement. I guess this will work. Okay, move is not working, so okay, it is not a type, it's just a struct that can't be copied. So apply movement, I'll have to give x and y, vx and vy. I'll say no, right now we'll or maybe will just apply movement vx. So now x plus equal to vx. Yeah, so what this does is this is another function, and this is a function of this instance. So if I'm calling apply movement and then passing any value, it will be incrementing the x of this instance. Since this function belongs to this instance, it will be incrementing the x of this instance by that value. It's very simple. You just take a look of this function and it will be clear. Here I am declaring that this is a function. I am giving the function name, I am giving the parenthesis, and I am directly giving the arguments that I'll put. So whatever argument I'm passing in, the first argument will be stored in vx. Now this vx will be used inside the function to increment the value of x and of this instance, and then the x will move, then this instance will move. We'll see if it works as expected. Apply movement. Yes. Okay, it's going back, but it's not going forward because I guess where's the problem? Right. Oh, I have given it B. I was not studying, I was not reading ABCD for sure. I'm not a kindergarten kid. Okay, now I guess it will work. Yes. Now what we'll do is this move we will be okay. Now I'll create another struct. We'll be using a lot of structs here, and I'm using it too much deliberately just so that we are clear before we finish this game. It will not take a long time. I'll be finishing this game off in 1 hour maybe. Yeah, so here I'll be creating another struct. So yes, you got it right. I'll name it as stats and then is equal to, and then I'll create a block. Yes, so this is a basic struct, an empty struct. Now I'll give the member variables. My health is equal to 10. Okay, my health is equal to not my health, it will be max health. Max health is equal to 10, my health is equal to 10, and then my speed is equal to 1.54. yeah, we'll just wait till it is no longer. Oh sorry, I'm again sorry, I am used to using is equal to. I'm not used to using colons, but here GameMaker is really angry on me that I'm not following its conventions. So what I'll do is I will, yes, so okay, now we're done I guess. What I'll do is I'll not be move.px is will not be -1, it will be rather minus dot my speed, and here it is yeah, stats.mySpeed. So now I guess I can just change the values here and it will straight away reflect here. We'll see how it works. Okay, it's working fine. So now we'll be implementing the jump, and let me think if I can push in a couple of more structs here. Okay, here in the stats only I can put another variable called grav. There is the gravity. Grav is equal to 0.2. yes, now don't be angry. Oh, again I have put an is equal to. I put a colon and it's working fine. Okay, now if keyboard check, no, move key dot jump. I'll create another variable in here that is jump speed not is equal to, this time I didn't let it be angry on me, jump speed. I'll give it 5 for now. Oh, no, not 5, maybe 7 for now. And since I have to move up, I'll apply move.py. yes, move.px, move.py. Move.py is equal to minus, yes, and apply movement after that. Now we don't need to make it move.reset, although you saw how it worked. It is resetting it all every frame, because if I'm not putting move.reset, if I'm walking, I keep on walking even if I leave the keyboard. So we don't want that. And move.reset, what it does is it resets the values of px and py in move struct to 0. Now I'm doing move.reset, but here I don't need to do move.reset because I don't want to reset the y variable. So what I'll do is here reset y. So this is a boolean. Here I'll be sending a true or false, and if reset y, py is equal to 0, and here I just have to give move reset, so it will be sending this false to reset y, and if not reset y, then py is not equal to 0. So what will happen is each time we call this function, we'll be passing a false, so only px will be reset and py will be left as it is, whatever the value was initially, because we don't want to reset the y speed. Okay, now I'll just see if this jump works. So this move key dot jump, sorry, here I have to press check pressed, sorry, I'm too much used to dots now. Okay, oh, there is some error. Jump speed I have given, but why is it angry? Okay, it is stats, it is inside that struct. I'm sorry. Okay, it is not responding to the key press, vk space, although I'm pressing it, it is not responding to the key press. Oh, move.py, oh, I will py, I have to apply the py as well, so I added this part, move.py, and here I have to put vy, and y plus is equal to vy. Okay, so now once I press this, it keeps applying that, because what happens is the program comes here, move.reset false, and then it resets the x value, because the y value is not reset, it is being guarded by it will be reset only if reset y is true. Now it comes down, it checks the horizontal movement, it checks the vertical movement, move.py is equal to stats dot minus stats dot jump speed, and then it applies this value to the move.py, and that stays as it is, that's why it keeps going up. What we'll have to do is okay, we will create another function, and now we will be getting into what the actual use of function, which can be used everywhere. Now I'll create a script, but remember the name of the script doesn't have to be same as the function. So what I'll name it as jump functions. This is just how I want to recognize it. Jump functions. I can put, oh no, I can't give a space in it here, it's not that friendly. There's nothing else. Yeah, so what I'll do is I will create a function named is, and then I'll pass an instance here. It's as simple as that. You just pass a means what you want to pass here. Now I can catch this instance directly. Okay, so see this, I have created the script and this one is here, and in this script I have created a function named isGrounded. I have just declared it as function isGrounded, and then the I'll be passing it only one argument to it. I can also leave the argument if I don't want, but I need another one argument. As you have seen in the struct, it is similar here. So just one argument, and here I'll be passing the instance on which I want to check whether it is grounded or not. So this is a global function. It can be used by the name isGrounded from anywhere in the world. World means our world, our script, our GameMaker project. So now isGrounded. So if instance. Wait, okay. With instance if place meeting x y plus 1, because we want to check one pixel below the player or the instance whether the ground is there or not. I'll not be going into very smooth transitions, very smooth landing onto the ground, pixel by pixel accuracy. For that you can go for other videos. Right now I am focusing only on the new features of GameMaker 2.3, and I'll keep my focus on that. So yes, it is place meeting x, y and obj platform. If this is there, and then we will be returning false outside of this bracket, so it will return false if it doesn't return true. Okay, now we'll wait. Okay, the syntax error has gone, and we'll come here. Okay, now it will jump only if now we are calling that function that we created just now isGrounded id. So I'll be sending the current object, the player, as an argument. Okay, is no longer angry on us. If isGrounded id, then it will jump, otherwise it will not jump. Okay, and if it is not grounded, it has to fall down, right? Because if it is not grounded, the gravity has to be applied. If it is grounded, the gravity will not be applied. So this is the correct place to apply. Okay, now if it is not grounded, gravity will be applied, and move.py plus is equal to stats.graph, I guess. Yes, stats.graph. Yeah, so we are good to go, I guess. If it will jump only if I am grounded. Oh, it fell down. We'll see why. Is grounded. Okay. Okay. Is grounded is being detected, but oh, if it is grounded, it will also, what is happening is, why it is falling down here, is grounded is here is grounded. Okay, it is checking is grounded. If it is true, it is going inside this and executing the jump function. and if it is false, it is incrementing the py is basically the velocity. You can call it velocity, means downward velocity. So it is incrementing the downward velocity, but the downward velocity remains as it is. Suppose it becomes 10 after being incremented, and then suddenly it is grounded. It is still 10, means when you come back here, it is still 10, and at the end of this function it is 10. So what I'll do is, if it is falling down, if it is grounded, and if it is falling down, how will I know that? I'll know that by move.py is greater than 0, then reset the move.py is equal to 0. Yeah, so move.py is equal to 0. If you don't understand this, please write in the comment. I'll try to explain this in my another tutorial, but this is not related with the new features. That's why I'm not concentrating a lot on explaining this. Yes, so now I guess jump will perfectly work. Now the only thing left in the game is, oh, enemies are left. Oh. Now why is it hanging here? What do you think? It is hanging here because its head, it is still placemating though on its head. So what I can do is, I can refine it a bit further. See, I'm not going into a lot of details for these functions. I'll just be writing them down. As I told, my main concern is that you understand this function rather than these things that I'm working here. If you need more details on this, you just write in the comment. I'll try my best to explain them. P, I'll write it platform. Platform is equal to, okay, whatever you use for this, you have to use for this. Instance place xy plus 1 platform. So what I'm saying is, if it is meeting with any platform, return me that platform first. Then I'll check if, and I'll not be using place meeting. I'll rather be using position meeting. And if I'm using position meeting, I don't have to means concern with the instance. So what I'll do, I'll put just instance.x, instance.y, and because writing a width within a function, I don't know, sometimes I don't prefer it. A function should remain as a function. Yeah, oh sorry, I guess this is clear. Yes, so if position meeting is then it will return that platform, but I don't think we even need this. We can omit this for now and see if there is any other problem, then we will come back to it. Okay. Oh, it's falling down. I think we will have to increase the jump velocity, or maybe the velocity of the player. So what I'll do is, my speed, I will increase it to 1.7 and see if it works. we're running out of time. It's already 45 minutes and we have to still implement two more things. Okay, it's coming down here, so the other portion it will not be able to pick up, but let be there. I'll just show you the behavior of the other other instances. There is the first of all there will be something. I will be moving the enemy, okay, but okay, moving the enemy. Okay, right now we'll be making just a simple game. What I'll do is I'll just add collision damage with the enemy. I'll just add collision damage with the enemy. There will be no movement that the enemy will perform. So if I collide with the enemy, I'm going to get damaged, and that is the only thing I'm going to write. So I'll just create the collision event. No, what I'll create, okay, just a minute. Step, oh no, not step. I have to create the collision event with enemy. Yeah, so inside this I'll put damage instance ID. So it will be okay, ID and how much other dot. Okay, so now if it is colliding with enemy 00, so enemy 00 will need a variable damage my health is equal to 100. If I'm colliding with the enemy, then it will damage me, but damage instance is not a function. What I was intending to do is I'll create a function. I'm not going into the basics, but yes, if you are okay, so here, okay, so here it will be taking two arguments, instance and the damage that I have to apply. So if no, f no, first of all is equal to instance is equal instance dot my stats. Instance dot stats dot my health is equal to minus is equal to. Okay, so I'm decrementing the my health variable in stats, struct of the instance. So that one I'm decrementing by the damage I sent. So make sure that whichever instance you are sending here, it must be having a variable struct variable of name stats, and the struct must possess a my health variable that can be decremented, otherwise it will throw error. Now f is smaller than 0, now you can return values from you can return values from a function like this, like if what this returns is if we basically don't need an else here, because if there is a return statement and it returns anything, then the function ends there only. It is ended abruptly. So this is the same way that scripts used to behave. So now I'm returning false if it survives, and if it doesn't survive, if it succumbs to the effect, then I'm returning true. So what I'll do is, and then okay, I will just go to this enemy and give its damage as 1, because this is a continuous damage. I'm not setting any timer that if I am damaged, don't damage me for another 30 steps or half a second or 1 second. What I'm setting is I am just reducing this amount of damage. So if my health is 100 and if I'm going to get in contact with the enemy, I'll be in contact at least for a few steps, like 10 or 15 steps, so it will reduce that much health. Yes. So what I will do, okay, one more thing I can do, and this is the jump functions. I should actually put this one into another function, but right now I am not. So what I'll do is I'll also blink it to indicate the damage. And now, oh, one more thing, and then I will so in this alarm 3 I'll reset its color to white. So now we'll run and see if that is working, this red thing. Yeah, it's getting red and then it's coming back to normal color. Now what I'll do, I'll just draw a health bar so that we can see if the players, yes, if the, yeah, here I will be drawing a health bar. For that I'll have to draw self. As I'm saying, I am just running through it because I just really want you to focus on, teaching what I have come to teach, the 2.3 extra updates. Draw rectangle, but okay, draw text. I'll just draw a text. Draw text. It will go to the top to draw it, 30, and then string. Now it will be angry on us because there is nothing called my health and max health. Rather, there are two structs which contain my health and max health. So what I'll be doing is I'll just go inside this. Yes. Oh, max health is 10. No, max health should be 100. Now it is 100. Okay. Now I'll create another function, and this is to be consumed by the health potion. heal instance, my health plus is equal to, I'll call it just heal. Okay, and here I'll be setting it to green. Basically the same thing, but if it is greater, because it is going plus in the positive direction, dot stats dot max health. Oh no, this will not return anything. This will just heal it, and it will clamp. I can use clamp here, but I'll just make it a bit simple. Okay, this will just equate these two. That is, it will set the my health to max health. I guess that's it. We should be good to go now. If I am colliding with an enemy, then damage instance is called, and if I'm colliding with a health potion, then heal instance is called. So what I'll do is I'll just go inside the player and then create another collision event, and here I'll just heal it. No, ID, and here other dot. Okay, now I'll have to create a variable called heal inside this, equal to maybe 25 small health potion. Yes, now what I'll do, I'll see if go here. Oh, but what I've done is I've not destroyed that health potion that I'm collecting. I'm turning green. What I'll do now is I'll make the player white so that you can see the color, or maybe at least a white strip I'll like to put so that you can see the color. Yes, I'll make it fully white, because we don't have much time left and I want to really rush through it. I just want to show you the change in color very clearly. Yes, and now if I'm colliding with the health potion, then this one is called, and then instance destroy other. So it will be destroying the other instance, and when I'm taking damage, I'll go to the damage instance thing, and it will not, basically this will not matter anymore because I'll restart the game. Okay, game over, and it will just restart the game. Now I'll go inside and we'll see if that works perfectly fine. Yes, I'm colliding with the enemy, I'm turning red, and my health is going down. Yes, it's 0 and it's game over. Now the game is restarted. Sorry, there is some problem in the platforming, but as I told you, I'll not be looking into it right now. Okay, if I'm touching the health potion, ideally, what happened? Where is this one? The text. Where is text? Okay, we'll investigate later. It's already near 1 hour. What I'll do is I'll show if this is working. See, I have become green. But first I must take damage. Yes, I have taken damage. My health is now 48. If I'm taking this, my health should be incremented by 25. Yes, it is incremented. So our game is working. You saw the use of these variables, these functions, and just a minute, yeah, you can just see it. You can just pause the video and see it. Then I have created the structs here, and then I have used them here. Move.px, I have called the px variable of the move struct. Move struct is here and px variable is here. Okay, and then if I'm colliding with the enemy, I'm just calling the damage instance function, which behaves as a, since I have created it outside any instance in a script, it behaves as a global function. I can call it from anywhere without any prefixing any global or anything to it. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Stay tuned, please like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos on these, making small games using these new features. I really love the object-oriented programming things in GameMaker now. Yeah, the things are a bit buggy, but I know if we start practicing it, then there will be a stage when the bugs will be fixed, and then this will be a nice language to go in for. And yeah, so thanks a lot for watching the video. All the best for your game.